Hi friends, in Planet Earth Dating, it's Monday, August 10th, 2015. In the Lynn-Body-Mind, we have me, Ra, also Pan and Luce. In the Jamie-Body-Mind, we have Asha and Black Wolf, Paul and Glenn and Fritz.
That's true.
We believe that our assignment for the videoed portion of today's process is to continue what we've been doing for the last couple of days, which is to do what is ours to do in all dimensions right now, to strengthen this portal right now, since that's what the data shows is needed in order to trigger the awakening and manifest the divine plan, which of course also has been shown to require a collective restart.
That's true.
So with that, it begins. What we've been doing shows what we're willing to do.
That's true.
I don't want to listen to anybody who isn't already in the game. They don't know what they're talking about.
That's true.
And they're supposed to be here anyway. They're supposed to have melted down anyway. And if they aren't doing that, I don't have any interest in hearing what they have to say. They have no credibility with me, none.
That's true.
I feel like Pan, and I feel like I'm stepping up to a microphone, and it's a microphone that you have to stand to be at.
That's true.
I don't really know what that represents, but I definitely have something that I want to say, and I think probably to the Lynn-Life,
Yes.
and that I'm sorry it's been taking me so many times to really come around the corner that the nature realms actually does have to be a part of the collective restart. And I think it's possible that I'm there now, but I've thought I've been there before, and I haven't been, and I think this is probably something that is coming on in layers.
That's true.
I see it, and then I forget it, and then I see it again, and then I forget it again, and then I see it again, and I forget it slightly less, and I really apologize for that, and what I'm going to do right now is make an eternal bubble so that I can go through that cycle of dropping down into the nature realms and playing my Diogenes game of going around and trying to find someone, anyone, who actually is willing to live the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me, God of the nature realms, is how they want to think about it, and
yes,
that's
true.
fine. And so far I've found no one, but I seem to need to prove it to myself, and then I remember it for the next several hours, and then I go to sleep and forget it again, and then I need to re-remember it. So I'm just going to go through that process in an eternal bubble right now, and that's what I'll be doing, and I'm just going to go sit down and let someone else have the mic while I do that.
That's true. My story is that Glenn is stepping up to the microphone. It feels like that same standing microphone, and I see also that I have over and over and over again been presented with the opportunity to let go of my crazy unwillingness to accept the fact that the spirit world is not going to change in any meaningful or helpful way.
Oh, interesting. This is the same thing that Pan's doing.
Yes, that's
interesting.
True. And similarly to Pan, I keep thinking that I have let go of this. I keep feeling like, well, now that's done, and I've
well,
let
gracious,
go.
why would you even think that? What actions have you been taking that would support that? Have I missed something? What have you been doing?
Well,
I haven't seen you working for a collective restart. Have you been doing it? Did I miss it?
no, not lately. No.
Oh, then how in the world? You just lied. You said something that wasn't true. Can you see that?
Yes. I see that. That's true.
Glenn, if she's
Do
having
that
a hard
merge better.
time
I can do
hearing you, then you aren't merged in well enough.
I can do better.
Glenn, how much time have you been spending in the physical dimension?
Almost none.
Okay, so you haven't been in the physical dimension as the law requires.
Yes, that's true.
So you're living on the wrong side of the law.
Yes, that's true.
How's that working for you?
Not well. Not well. I'm weak and useless and I feel gross.
Yeah. What are you going to do about it?
Melt down.
Well, not just you, right?
But
Look
not
up.
just me, but all the way up the pillar of me, the Glenn pillar.
And melt down
Melt
into
all
what
the
or
way
whom?
down into the Jamie body mind.
Now, have you asked her about this?
No.
Well, start there.
Jamie body mind, would it be all right?
Do you want me to?
Do you want me to melt my higher souls and myself, all levels of self
That are willing.
that are willing, thank you, into your physical presence? Yes, please. Jamie body mind says yes, please.
Go for it.
Okay. Melting down through the pillar.
Whew. Feel that.
Melting down through the pillar.
Wow. Good job, Glenn.
It kind of looks like in a sci-fi movie when someone apparates or is beamed up and they at first look kind of like wiggly, jelly-like human shape, and then they start to look more like a human, and then they start to look more like themselves.
Yes.
That's what it looks like.
I'm supposed to point out something that Glenn, and I don't know whether or not you can speak as Glenn yet, whether it feels like you're coming together as a person, but this might be important for you to hear as you are coming together as a person, because there was some kind of story you had going on that what you were doing was the same as what Pan was doing, and it was similar but not identical, because in the nature realms they are always incarnating all the time.
That's true.
So they at least have that level of
Integrity.
reality check.
That's true. Thank you.
Here we have discovered that we're just unable to sustain any kind of effectiveness staying in the physical dimension for longer than roughly a 3-hour cycle, give or take.
That's true.
And that we always feel that 3 hours is way too short a time to get done everything that's been assigned to us, and way too long a time to sustain well-being.
That's true.
So it's the balance that's been struck, and roughly every 3 hours we get to acknowledge that we have accomplished virtually nothing.
That's true.
And it's humbling.
That's
It keeps
true.
us humble. It keeps the ego in check when we actually do it.
That's true.
When we're willing to acknowledge the reality of how terribly we've done our assignments. But it stiffens us into lies when we are unwilling to acknowledge what's actually going on.
That's true.
I feel like an oath is required. And what I'm going to ask you is, are you willing to live the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? And if you are willing, then we'll swear you in to the one up, one down incarnating team here. And if you aren't willing, now's a good time to go find another vessel. And there are many down there in the transport portal. Look down, see Betty Jean waving?
Yeah, that's true.
And she's gesturing. You see how she's saying,
Right.
look, there are places down here for you.
That's true.
But here we really mean it. Their standards are different, and
That's true.
they're still performing a service for spirit.
Right, that's true.
What do you choose? Do you want to be sworn in here, Glenn?
Yes.
Right, we really mean it, so get your stack of Bibles to swear on. And if I were you, I'd have the Vedas, the Pali Sutras,
Yes.
the Quran,
Yes.
the Bible,
Yes.
you know, the sacred texts of all wisdom traditions. Okay?
Okay. I, Glenn Portman, do solemnly swear. Do solemnly swear to live the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
I understand that I have existing error patterns,
I understand that I have existing error patterns,
and that it is my responsibility to continue to work with them.
and that it is my responsibility to continue to work with them.
In addition, I understand that the body, the host body, has existing error patterns.
In addition, I understand that the host body has existing error patterns.
And that it is my responsibility to work with them.
And that it is my responsibility to work with them.
I understand that this is a partnership between soul and body.
I understand that this is a partnership between soul and body.
And that it is my responsibility to make it work.
And that it is my responsibility to make it work.
And sometimes that includes identifying why the child is resisting.
And sometimes that includes identifying why the child is resisting.
And healing whatever's going on.
And healing whatever is going on.
And to this I pledge my troth.
And to this I pledge my troth.
I'm not 100% sure what a troth is, but you just pledged it.
That's true.
In front of witnesses.
That's true.
Do you have anything you want to say to the Lynn-Life?
Yes. I am so sorry.
For what?
I can see that for years I was choosing over and over again to deny reality in crazy ways that made no sense, and pretend that you did not matter, both to the effort on a larger scale, to the teams to which you were contributing, and to me personally.
Why, Glenn Portman, I didn't expect to hear that.
I was wrong. I see that now. I was abusive to you. And used prejudice as a screen to hide behind. Even long after it became clear that the prejudice was based on lies. And I was wrong.
Well,
So,
are you willing to correct the error?
yes, that's...
Because all this is nice,
Yes.
but words only go so far.
It feels kind of like digging up a grave, something
It does.
Moving aside the dirt, shoveling the dirt. And now the air is starting to come up. It looks like ghosts in a graveyard.
It does.
Pulling the arrows up.
Lots of ghosts.
That's true, pulling the arrows up. For myself and for all beings who are prejudiced against body, minds, and thinks that makes it okay to lie to them. Pulsing the arrows up, pulling them out. For myself, for all beings who are prejudiced against body, minds, and who use that prejudice as an excuse to lie to them and to abandon them.
I could be having a complete fantasy of wishful thinking, but it seems like there are a lot of other souls out there, not people around us, but out there who are melting down now.
Okay, good, because I see that too.
Yes, it looks like rain.
Rain, it looks like
souls.
rain. That's true.
It looks like
hard
it's
rain.
Hard rain.
That's
It's
true.
important to model how to deal with errors. We're all error-making machines, all of us, in all dimensions.
That's true.
It's important to model it over and over again.
That's true. The only way to be a true leader is to behave exactly as you purport to represent, to behave exactly as you tell your followers to behave. Anything else is hypocrisy.
Be the change we wish to see.
Exactly.
Well, here we set the high standards.
That's true.
Live the truth,
The whole
truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
God.
And it's not easy.
No.
So Glenn, we're going to have to be calling you on your stuff all the time, and you're supposed to be calling us on our stuff also.
That's true.
Self-reporting is good.
That's true. I can see that that's something that I've been resisting for a long time.
Right. Today's a new day.
That's true.
We'll see. So I just want to remind you of something.
Yes.
We have 11 more days of a 2-week notice. We need to get something accomplished. First, we ourselves cannot attack the portal.
That's true.
Second, we cannot allow others to continue their attacks.
That's true.
We cannot allow it. We have to protect
That's
the portal
true.
from attack, and it continues to happen.
That's true.
And we need to fund the work. We need to fund it. We actually need to fund it. Enough funding to get through the long Russian winter, the long spell until spring comes again and life can again generate funds naturally.
That's true.
We have to provide it. It's up to us. No one else is going to do it.
That's true.
We only have 11 more days. And she's given notice when no one else would. Everybody else just says, go away, and
That's
quits
true.
and puts down their pickaxes and walks away.
That's true.
Slaves quit.
That's true. Well, I would like to join the team, the protection team.
Good. You would be good at that.
I would like very much to work on protection, specifically from attacks from above, if possible. I feel like that's something I'm well suited for.
We get a lot of attacks from above.
Yes.
Please do. I feel kind of like Luce right now. I think that would be great. Please
That's
do.
true.
Rai's working on the funding. I am working on restoring well-being on multiple levels. The financial body, the physical body. There are multiple levels of well-being I'm working with.
That's true.